Hi guys, welcome to Live Well, Be Fulfilled. It's Robert here, creator of Options with Power to Profit. So I wanted to continue on a video series that I did, which is involving the 10 essentials for health and wellness. And I wanted to pick up where we left off. And the next point, or next essential, 10 essentials, is developing acceptance in today's world. Now this is a really big topic because there's a lot of people out there that want to try to change the world, and they do it in such a way where they're trying to change everybody else except for themselves. Now I'm a huge expert on this because I used to be a control freak, and I try to manipulate things, I try to do things into my favor, and you know what? That develops a lot of stress, and it develops a lot of bitterness from people, or a bitterness within yourself. Because when you are trying to get people to do things that you want them to do, what happens is you put expectations on other people. And expectations are just a gateway to a massive resentment. And so one of the big things I learned is just to leave everybody alone. To accept people for where they're at, where their beliefs are. I'm being a person of faith, and I remember trying to be within the faith movement, trying to convert people, and not realizing that, you know what, I'm pushing people away. I should not be sitting here trying to speak and change somebody's mind, but my actions should be loud enough where they ask me, what is different about me? What are you doing? And so I got an old saying, don't listen to what I say, watch what I do. And so that's all part of acceptance. It's all a part of getting out there and just changing the number one person you can change, and that is yourself. You want change? Change yourself. And this is what I'm doing. And this is a huge lesson that I learned, and I wanted to share this with you because it's part of the 10 essentials of health and wellness. The other thing too that I learned is change is an inside out job. You need to change yourself within if you want to see the changes out in the world. Another one that I often think about as well is being accepting of other people, but being accepting of circumstances. Sometimes things have to happen in order to teach you. Now this is a huge truth for me, because in 2011 I lose my mother to cancer in May. My wife gets diagnosed with somewhat of a serious situation. December 2011, I lose my mother-in-law to complications. And then at the end of 2011, going into 2012, huge decisions were made in my corporate business, or corporate company, or I should say where I work, that has totally affected my income, and things don't look pretty. And now I'm struggling like everybody else, and I don't like it. But that was a huge blessing, because here's the thing. Most people will look at that and they think, hey, all bad things happen to good people. I don't believe that anymore. I believe in not all bad things happen to good people. I mean, bad things happen to good people and non-good people, but not all things are bad. It's just a gateway to greater and better things. And so when you start to develop acceptance, these bigger and better things start to become alive to you, and you start to be opened up, because no longer are you trying to control things, but you're actually allowing things to be what it is. And all you're doing is just changing yourself and positioning yourself so that you don't get run over by circumstances, but you are riding above circumstances and seeing where you need to be. Because between peak to peak, there's a valley. If you're still focused on the valley and trying to change things and trying to manipulate things so that you can change the valley, you're gonna die. You're gonna die frustrated. You need to look from peak to peak, and when you're in those valleys, you need to be thinking about that other peak. Not thinking about being in the valley and how to change everything in the valley, because guess what? That's bullcrap. And if anybody tells you that you can change things in the valley, you're incorrect. Because you're not going to change things. And most people are trying to change each other, trying to change circumstances, everything else. You need to look at the peak. You need to go and remember that peak to the next peak. Anyways, the biggest thing that really helped me in terms of like really having a happy life, not having resentment, not having expectations on people, the thing that really helped me was the serenity prayer. You know, how's it go? God grant me the serenity to change the things that I can and accept the things that I can't change, but to know the difference or give me wisdom to know the difference between the two. So there are things that you can change and the things you can't change, but you have to be willing to accept everything. And the minute I did that, that was when my life totally changed around, and I started to live life as opposed to being run over by it. So I just wanted to leave that with you guys. That was a huge lesson for me. I just want to give you guys a huge shout out. Hello guys. If you have any comments at all, leave them at the bottom. Love to hear what your thoughts are about what you're going through, how you're making it through, how you're accepting things. And then also too, just want to wish you guys all a prosperous life, a happy and joyful life as well. Take care.